Di ba ang tagal walang balita kay Maria Ressa? Out of the blue, biglang nagsalita ang United Nations. Bago natin na pag-usapan yan, mag-shoutout muna tayo sa mga kaibigan natin sa Sendwave. Okay. So kung kayo po ay nasa US, UK, Canada, Italy, France, Spain, Ireland, and Belgium, ay pwede na po kayo magpadala sa Sendwave ng wala pong remittance fees, mga kutsero, no? Diretso po yan sa Pilipinas. Napakaganda po niyan. Ang gagawin nyo lamang ay i-download ng Sendwave app. Okay? Pag-download nyo po ng Sendwave app, mga kutsero, i-register nyo yung bank account details at pwede na po kayo magpadala sa GCash, Cash Pickup, at iba't ibang mga bangko sa Pilipinas. At mga kutsero, no, sa inyo pong unang padala. Huwag niyo pong kalimutan, mga kutsero, sa una niyong padala. Kapag ginamit niyo po si Sendwave, gamitin niyo na rin po yung aking promo code na Coach Jared para makakuha po kayo ng $10 free credit. So, ayan po mga kutsero, no? Gamitin niyo na po yung Sendwave for all of your remittance needs. Huwag niyo pong kalimutan, wala ho yung remittance fees. For some unknown reason, hindi ko naiintindihan why are they so interested in the life of one criminal, kasi she has already been convicted of libel. So, criminal na siya. Amicus Curiae. Oh, lalim, Latin. UN rights expert asks Supreme Court to intervene in Ressa cyber libel case. Amicus Curiae, mga kotsero, is, if I'm not mistaken, Latin yan. Latin. And, ibig sabihin po niyan, it's a friend of the court. Ganun. Ginamit din po ito, no, ng, if I'm not mistaken, mga petitioners against the Anti-Terror Act. Kung naalala nyo yun, merong panahon na nag-hearing sa Supreme Court about the anti-terror law, meron dalawang dating Supreme Court justices who gave their 2 cents. Nagbigay ng kanilang opinion as amicus curiae. Ibig sabihin, kaibigan ka ng korte. At dahil sa iyong karanasan, sa iyong experience at sa iyong nire-recognize namin ng iyong galing, gusto naming humingi ng advice mula sa iyo. So ano bang sabi ng United Nations na bakit daw nila gustong maging amicus curiae? Why are they representing or speaking on behalf of a person that is so despised in the Philippines because of the fake news she has been propagating? An independent human rights expert from the United Nations on Monday asked the country's Supreme Court to allow her to intervene on the libel case against veteran journalist and Nobel Peace Prize laureate. Hindi ko naiintindihan kung anong BS ang pinangain ni Maria Ressa sa sa Nobel para bigyan siya niyan. But ayun nga, gusto nila magbigay ng kanilang suporta siguro o tulong kay Maria Ressa. Irene Khan, the UN Special Rapporteur on the Promotion and Protection of the Right to Freedom of Opinion and Expression, filed a motion for leave of court so she can intervene as an amicus curiae on the cyber libel case against Rappler Chief Executive Officer Maria Ressa. Hindi ko alam kung saan bansa galing tong si Irene Khan. But for the most part, in the Western world, libel is a civil case. Sa Pilipinas, it's a criminal case. Baka ganitong gawin na gusto nilang gawing treatment dyan. Sabi, once the motion is granted, Khan will submit her amicus brief or opinion on the case to the High Court, said Dean Rodel Taton, the attorney in fact, to the UN Special Rapporteur. Ayan, an amicus curiae is usually invited by a tribunal to provide insights on the matters related to a pending case based on their expertise. Ayan, sasabi ko sa inyo kanina. Said Taton, traditionally in the Philippines, an amicus curiae is invited. Thus, intervention to appear as such is sought before the SC. Doon pa lang alam nyo naman sinabi na pala dito, invited daw ang amicus curiae. Iniimbita ka ng korte. So why are you inviting yourself? Copy of the motion was not available to the media as of writing. Sabi ni Khan condemned Ressa's cyber libel conviction, which she described as yet another example of the relentless attack against Maria Ressa for daring to speak truth to power. Ano may truth to power na yan? Bakit ba niya ang hilig niyo sa mga sound bites. Yung mga ganun, mahilig sa taglines. The criminalization of journalists for libel impedes public interest reporting and is incompatible with the right to freedom of expression. Criminal libel has no place in a democratic country and should be repealed. See? Ito po yung sinasabi ko po sa inyo. Kasi ang batas natin, kung babasahin nyo sa Revised Penal Code, nandun ang libel. Yung special law niyan, yung Cybercrime Act or Anti-Cybercrime Act. Libel is punished as a criminal offense. Ang penalty or considered a criminal offense. At ang penalty niya is considered ganun din. Ayan. International Commission of Jurists. Ang hilig nila sa ganyan, no? Ini-involve nila yung mga international bodies. Acquittal of journalist Maria Ressa is welcome but government must do more to protect media freedom. Sa Court of Tax Appeals to, ibig sabihin, ang sinabi po ng Court of Tax Appeals, wala naman kaming nakitang kasalanan ni Maria Ressa sa pagbabayad ng taxes. Mukhang nagbabayad naman daw siya ng buwis. Don't forget, June of 2020, if I'm not mistaken, na-convict po si Maria Ressa sa libel. Kasi it was proven beyond reasonable doubt na hinayaan ni Maria Ressa na magsulat yung kanyang isa sa mga writers sa Rappler ng isang libelous article laban kay Wilfredo King. Si Rappler nagkakalat ng chismis ng black propaganda against CJ Corona. Ang ginamit niya si Wilfredo King kasi daw meron daw nanghihiram daw kasi nasa sakyan tong si CJ Corona kay Wilfredo King. Tapos si Wilfredo King daw is a drug lord, etc. What have you, pinatay daw yung mga business partners. So ngayon yung kaso niya pumasok sa cybercrime law. Hindi na siya ordinary libel kundi cybercrime law. And don't forget po mga kotsero, no? Kapag pag yung offense mo is punishable by short to medium term na penalty na jail time, ang prescription niyan, if I'm not mistaken, is around 10 years. In a 16-page decision dated October 10, the CA's 4th Division denied the appeal. Associate Justice Roberto Quiros, Ramon Bato Jr. and Hermano Francisco Legaspi signed the ruling. They were the same justices who signed the CA decision which earlier affirmed the conviction of Ressa and Santos. According to the CA, the arguments raised by Ressa and Santos were already resolved. A careful and meticulous review of the motions for the consideration reveals that the matters raised by the accused appellants had already been exhaustively resolved and discussed in the assailed decision. The CA also claimed that Ressa and Santos's conviction is not meant to curtail freedom of speech. Totoo naman yan. Hindi mo talaga, kasi alam nyo mga kotsero, kung totoong pumipigil yan ng freedom of speech, dapat ngayon wala nang Rappler. It is worthy and relevant to point out that the conviction of the accused appellants for the crime of cyber libel, punishable under the cybercrime law, is not geared towards curtailment of the freedom of speech or to produce an unseemingly chilling effect on the users of cyberspace that would possibly hinder free speech. And on the contrary, the CA said the purpose of the law is to safeguard the right of free speech and to curb, if not totally prevent, the reckless and unlawful use of the computer systems as a means of committing the traditional criminal offenses. The ongoing campaign of harassment and intimidation against me and Rappler continues, and the Philippine legal system is not doing enough to stop it. I am disappointed by today's ruling but sadly not surprised. Kapag ikaw ay nanirang puri, pinatay mo yung pagkatao niya at mawawalan siya ng mga oportunidad. Yun po ang basehan nun. Kaya siya criminal case. Sa West, wala silang pakialam doon. Ang priority ng West, yung freedoms nila. Kaya hindi ko naiintindihan kung bakit may ganito sa UN. I think this is an effort of Maria Ressa. Why are these people putting premium on the crime? Yun yung problema dito eh. Binibigyan lang ng halaga yung krimen. Buti sana kung pinagtatanggol nila yung batas. Hindi eh. Pilipinas pa mag-a-adjust sa inyo? We are an independent and sovereign state. Bakit namin kailangan i-adjust yung batas namin para lang i-accommodate kayo? Pwede yun. Diktahan nyo yung bansa nyo. Total ito, nasa UN naman siya. Diktahan mo yung UN. O mo kami damay sa mga kalokohan mo. Di ba? Hindi naman siya crime against humanity yung libel. In fact, alam niyo mga kotsero, libel is so bad in the Philippines na you cannot be elected kapag ikaw ay convicted. Ito nga, kay Tulfo, di ba, hindi siya na-appoint sa government service. Ganyan nung kababa ang tingin ng ating sistema sa libel. Kasi nga, pagpatay nga yan sa pagkatao. Hindi mo man siya pinatay sa kanyang katawan, pinatay mo yung kanyang pagkatao. Yun po ang libel. Ganyan siya kabigat. Ano sa Pilipinas, welcome to democracy and welcome to due process. That's our constitution eh. You got to love due process. So yun. I hope hindi mag-prosper yung request nila Maria Ressa. Sana hindi pagbigyan kasi nga our law and how they perceive, how we define libel and how they define libel is so different. Hindi eh. They're trying to repeal the law through the Supreme Court. Pangit yun. Sana makita ng Supreme Court yun. Makikita naman nila yun. Mga galing naman yung mga taga-Supreme Court. Anyway. So, ayun po mga Coachero. I'll see you in our next Coach Jared Live. God bless everyone. See you tomorrow. Bye everyone. Bye.